All right, everyone, I am back with another video. I actually uploaded a video of this book, The Half-Life by Rachel Beanland, and I got some comments that there was no audio, and I checked, and I actually was out of batteries on my microphone on my camera for my iPhone. I have like an iPhone thing that you can just plug in and it makes it loud and it works great. And it was out of batteries. And so the microphone didn't work. So I'm so sorry about that. Now, going back to this book, why you're here is called The Half-Life by Rachel Beanland. Now, Rachel Beanland has written three books, and I have read all three. Her first book was Florence Adler Swims Forever, and that was a very good book. And it came out in 2020, I remember. And I remember picking it up right before COVID hit. That's why I think I remember it so well. I remember the cover, I remember everything about it. So Rachel Beanland kind of has a soft spot in my heart. And so this book is about a woman named Eileen, and she just had a tragedy in her life, and she doesn't know what she's going to do. And she decides to fall in love, and she just, that's what she thinks that you should do if you don't know what to do, fall in love and get married, right? And I get that was kind of what was expected of women at that time. So the half life wastes no time throwing Eileen into a whirlwind romance with Paul Archer, charmingly dangerous and convincing. They meet, sparks fly, and vows are exchanged rapidly, sending her to La Manga. I probably butchered that, I'm sorry. A stunning Italian island that's both a sunny dream and a subtle Cold War anxiety attack. Eileen gets tangled in nuclear politics. She's learning Italian, making raviolis, and socializing with the Navy wives who think that decorating can make any place a home. But then the vibe shifts, raising questions about the water. Suddenly, there are protests, activists, and locals skeptical of the American presence. Eileen initially is just trying to navigate the social events and her marriage and moving to a different country and still grieving her brother. I mean, it's a lot. And she kind of realizes that she's not in a great situation. And so, what I really appreciate about this book and about Eileen and Rachel Beanland is how her curiosity, Eileen's curiosity, turns the antagonist within her marriage. The more she discovers, the harder it becomes to simply smile and nod, playing the role of the conventional Navy wife. This book masterfully dissects the Navy wife culture, exposing the intricate hierarchy, rigid expectations, and the subtle enforcement of behavioral norms that lie beneath the polished yet often passive aggressive exchanges. Eileen doesn't fit in, which makes her much more interesting. She's grieving, displaced, and full of questions. These questions lead her to locals who reject the American narrative, including a journalist who shakes up her emotions. Here's where the book gets exciting. It's now about loyalty to a person, to a country, to oneself. Things aren't aligning. Paul sticks to his job, trusting the system and keeping secrets, while Eileen sees the moral compromises in his has to. Their relationship is painfully real and relatable. Neither of them is a villain or perfect. They married without really truly knowing themselves or each other. And now the consequences are severe. Watching them struggle and fail to find common ground is hard. This book casually imparts knowledge about nuclear submarines and radiation as its casual chatter. Initially, I was kind of expecting a romance book. That's not what it is. I ended up pondering maritime nuclear policy. It can get dense sometimes. Similar to Eileen, I felt bewildered by the scientific details at certain moments. However, it effectively grounds the stakes in something real and unsettling. Eileen's growth is messy and human, and that's why it works. The transformation isn't dramatic, but it's simple and it's small, reflecting how the world often functions. This book reminds me of a Jodi Picoult book or a Kristen Hanna book. It's something that I could see them writing about and doing really well with. Um, Definitely, this is a 4 out of 5 book. I really enjoyed it. Everyone should read this book. It's really, really, really good. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and hopefully, this records well. And of course, keep reading. Bye.